You see a pretty girl and you know, okay, I want to speak to her, but you don't know what to say. So you start thinking, should I just say hi? And you're like, no way, then she won't know I'm hitting on her. Okay, then I'm just going to tell her that she's pretty. That's going to make it pretty clear. And you're like, but she's wearing headphones right now, so what if I tell her she's pretty and she doesn't even hear and then I have to say it to her? No, that's cringe. Oh yeah, right, I'm just gonna ask her what music she's listening to. You're like, oh no, wait. What if she's just wearing the headphones because she doesn't want to be spoken to right now? And then you have another thought, and then another thought where you shouldn't have that thought, and then you have another thought, and before you know it, the girl leaves, and you're just standing there thinking like, grrr. What the fuck do I even say in my first call approach? Let's talk about this. Why should listen to me though? I went from autistic overthinker who was trying to figure out what to say to the girl to doing multiple call approaches every day now. So let's go. I want to introduce you to two concepts I came up with. The first one is called Wordmaxxing, the second one is called Energymaxxing. Let's start with Wordmaxxing. What is a Wordmaxxer? Wordmaxxers are the types of guys who are trying to find the perfect words to open up a conversation with a girl. These guys have understood that, okay, like communication, it's about words, right? I tell her something, she tells me something, I tell her something, she tells me something. So if I find the perfect words, then I'm going to have the perfect interaction. And if I perfect my word game, then I'm going to get number every time. Great. So these word maxers, they are hyper focusing on the word aspect of communication. And you see a lot of pickup artists become word maxers because they learn their openers and they learn their routines. They learn, okay, just say this to open the conversation, and then once she shows interest, just use the routine number 14, which is like, yeah, these guys who are just thinking about the words they need to say to get a number. So that's word maxing, and then there's energy maxing. And these two are polar opposites because energy maxers, they realize, okay, no, wait. Conversation, it's actually not just about the words. It's not just about the routines and openers and whatever the pickup artists are telling you. It's actually about the energy you bring into the approach. These guys, they notice that communication is not just conversation, but also the tonality of your voice, your body language, how far away you're standing from her, if you're smiling or not, what you're wearing. Everything is telling something about yourself, and Energy Maxers realized that it's more about the energy you bring in a cold approach instead of like the words you tell her. They actually realized that words are just a minor aspect of communication, and you can have the best words, the best opener, and still have a creepy vibe. So Energy Maxers are not trying to optimize for the words, they're trying to optimize to have the best energy. Now you're probably wondering, okay, which one is better, word maxing or energy maxing? I am personally an energy maxer because, bro, word maxing, that's just pickup artist stuff. They're like trying to fucking learn routines by heart, and no, it just doesn't work, honestly. Being an energy maxer, it's going to be so much more fulfilling because it's also more authentic and you can do like, there's more freedom in it. Be honest here, you are probably a word maxer, like 99% of men are word maxers. If I were to tell a random guy on the street, hey, cold approach that girl over there, he'd start thinking, what should I tell to her? And then, yeah, bro, like, you're a word maxer. Word maxers think that having more thoughts is a good thing because the longer they think about the perfect words to say, the better their words are going to be, and that means the better their interaction is going to be, right? No, that's actually wrong. The energy maxers see those word maxers thinking about it, and they just realize, oh, no, you're doing something fundamentally wrong. Energy maxers realize, okay, the longer you wait between having the urge to speak to her and actually speaking to her, the better, the worse your energy is. Like if you wait 15 minutes and she knows, she's seen you 15 minutes ago, and then you actually have the perfect word maxed opener, and then you go up to her, she's saying like, oh my god, creep. Like he just took 15 minutes to actually speak to me. Now, energy maxer, if you were the guy who saw her and you open on her in like 2 seconds, she already knows, okay, like authentic guy, he's confident in himself, he doesn't need to fucking think of an opener, he has great energy. Because what actually happens with the word maxers, once they start thinking, okay, like I'm gonna like find the perfect opener, they have more thoughts, and more thoughts automatically mean more doubts, because once they get a thought, okay, I should just say hi, then there's a doubt, oh no, wait, that's like, she won't know I'm hitting her, and then there's another thought, which is countered by another doubt. And the more doubts they have before they actually went up to her, which most of the time they don't, by the way, the more doubts they had, the less confidence they're going to have. And that's what the energy maxers are aiming for, having high confidence and like not giving a fuck about the words. But the word maxers, they have low confidence because like they had 60 doubts before they went up to speak to her, like how is his energy in the cold approach going to be compared to the energy maxer who just gave himself 1, 2, 3 seconds before he went in there. The energy maxer, he didn't even have time to generate doubts. Well, the word maxer, he was like overthinking every possibility, thinking like, oh no, fuck, like, you know, oh yeah, this is the opener, and then he goes up and then he fucking fails. The energy maxer understands that confidence is the driver of charisma, and he understands if he spends time in his head overthinking about stuff, then his confidence is going to be shit, and when his confidence is shit, his charisma is shit, and when his charisma is shit, he's not gonna get numbers. To make you realize that energy maxing is the better thing, think about the kid back in school. The one kid that confidently shouted out wrong answers in class. Nobody was thinking like, you know, the answer was obviously 21 and this kid was like 16, 16. And nobody was thinking, what a fucking stupid fucking kid. Everybody was thinking, it's kind of funny, you know? Like, he probably knows like the answer is just like, maybe he's just 80% sure about the answer, but he delivered it with the correct energy and everybody's thinking, funny guy, you know, instead of thinking like, oh, who the fuck is this guy? So you can literally say the wrong thing, but deliver it with the correct energy and you're still gonna get good reactions. So how does energy maxing actually look like in cold approach? It's a pretty simple rule that the energy maxers are using, and it's called the 3-second rule. It's pretty self-explanatory. If you only give yourself 3 seconds between seeing the girl, wanting to speak to her, and actually speaking to her, then you have great energy. And you're like a word maxer. You're thinking, what? No, I can't think of something good to say in just 3 seconds. But the energy maxers realize, bro, it's not about the words. It's just about bringing the good energy to the approach. And once she sees, oh, this guy has good energy, she's going to say the words for you. I'm telling you, just like you need to stand there and be like, not creepy, and just kind of smile at her. And she's going to be thinking like, oh, hey, what's up? And just going to be, oh yeah, no, I was just thinking you're very pretty. And then she'll like, oh, bam, that's your approach, bro. That is your approach. Energy maxers use the 3-second rule, and energy maxers, they're strict with it. They know, okay, like if I'm like a little bit tired and I don't really not very courageous today, they know that if they wait longer than 3 seconds, they don't approach. And they don't even get mad at themselves. They're just thinking like, okay, yeah, I missed that one. I didn't use the 3-second window. Because like it's not impossible to do an approach after 15 seconds or 1 minute, but it gets significantly harder because with every second that passes after those 3 seconds, the initial 3 seconds, your energy just degrades. And eventually, if you wait too long, if you wait 10 minutes or 5 minutes or 15 minutes like the word maxers do, you're going to have word max energy, which is terrible. So what I want you to do for your first cold approach is to stop fucking word maxing. Just stop doing it. It's like, just follow the 3-second rule, and I know it's going to be so fucking scary because you're so used to thinking about what to say to her before you actually say it to her, but it's actually going to change your energy, and once your energy is right, the interaction is so much more likely to be a good one. Just use the 3-second rule, and you know, in the beginning you can be like a little bit more gracious with yourself, where you think, okay, yeah, like maybe 5 seconds is fine as well. But try to establish it and try to really face that pain of not knowing what to say, to just go in there and bring good energy to the approach. But since this video was titled, what do you even say in your first cold approach? Let's actually talk about something that you need to bring to the cold approach to actually turn it into a cold approach and have just like a funny interaction. Because I'm telling you, girls, they are used to guys coming up to them, speaking to them. I'm telling you that. But like, you know, most guys, they're fucking pussies. They are fucking pussies, and they're thinking like, yeah, you know, I'm just gonna do like a warm approach, which just means like they go up to her without showing her the intention that they actually want to fuck. You see these warm approaches in the gym, they're like talking to the pretty girl, oh yeah, how many sets you got left in the machine? Or they're talking to a pretty girl, oh yeah, by the way, are you using this bench? They're trying to have like a little bit of a friendly, casual chat. Actually, there's a story I want to tell you. It was also in the gym. There was this pretty receptionist. I came in, I thought like, oh, okay, she's kind of pretty. Yeah, I didn't feel really confident that day. Anyways, while I was doing my workout, I saw her. There was a guy who was leaving the gym. He was talking to her like 5 minutes, blah, blah, blah. They were laughing together. Haha, nice, great. And I was thinking like, okay, yeah, she probably knows some guys in this gym. That's totally normal. Then, as soon as this guy left, another guy came in, They were talking like 2-3 minutes, laughing together. I was thinking like, what? How many guys does she know in this gym? So this guy was gone. She was leaving the reception, going somewhere in the gym. And then I saw her talking to another guy, and they were like, blah, 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 laughing together. And I was feeling like, damn. Like pretty girls, like every fucking guy is in their zone. Every fucking guy is trying to build a friendly chat connection to eventually ask for the number. Bro, what you have to do in cold approach should not be just one more guy who's having a friendly 3-minute chat with her. You have to show your intention. Because none of those motherfuckers who were in the gym, who were talking to the receptionist, none of them made any moves. So she didn't really know. She was just thinking like, oh yeah, that's totally normal. That's just how men are. They like to have friendly conversations. All of these guys wanted to fuck, but none of them dared to actually make this attention shown to her. So something that you actually need to say in your first cold approach is something that shows your intention. And the easiest one is just like telling a compliment, like, oh yeah, I like your style, oh yeah, you're pretty, oh yeah, I like your vibes, something like that. Or when you're like in a casual chat, you just tell her, but honestly, I was just chatting to you because I wanted to make up an excuse to speak to you. And she's like, oh, so cute. Or you're being like a kind of sneaky guy and you're saying like, oh yeah, by the way, you're talking about movies or something, and oh, and you never watched Blair Witch 2016? We should watch Blair Witch 2016 together. And if she's like, oh yeah, let's do that, you're like, okay, let's go. And if she's like, she just kind of brushes it off, and you're like, okay, she doesn't like, she doesn't want the guy. She doesn't want the motombolonko. Because only once you have shown your intentions, you are giving her the opportunity to like you back. Because honestly, like most girls, they're fucking autistic, just like we are. But they are so fucking insecure, and they would never ever dare in their entire life to show that they are attracted to somebody.
I forgot to mention, but what I was trying to say is that it was never going to happen that a woman is going to cold approach you first. That's still your job.
You need to set the tone of the interaction. You need to show the intention. If you don't give her the opportunity to like you back. And if you don't give her the opportunity to like you back, even if she would have fucking given you a number, even if she would have given you sloppy toppy, you didn't give her the opportunity to express that desire. So besides energy maxing, this is something you actually need to say in your first cold approach, just like a little sentence that makes her realize, okay, this guy's hitting on me. Fuck, you can check out my full guide to your first cold approach. It's the first link in the description. It's high value. We talk about male indifference, we talk about retard maxing, all that stuff, juicy stuff. Or you can just watch this video to keep on learning, or subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.